Yo, what is up, everyone? What is up? Welcome to another live stream. We are currently just gonna do a little bit of a session and just try and pump out this app that I'm building. And yeah, it's currently 6:20 in the morning, so I woke up early to do this because I just want to pump it out. So yeah, if you're vibe coding with me, let me know what you're building, and yeah, let's get into it. Test. Alright, cool. We are working, so let me set up some music first. There's this test. Oh. Oh man, it is really hot. I'm gonna have to. Right. Let's put some music on. Alright. Here's what I found. Good news, the DFlow Trade API app is publicly accessible without an API key, but it has rate limits for production use. Should work for testing, so I already correctly used the API key. Throw and DFlow. Let me restart the app and test the trade flow. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, so I want to see if the actual trading of the app works. Yo, what up? How we doing? Currently just building a prediction market swipe app. Hope you're having a good morning, man. Need to debug this code.
Control, I'm told, from across the track. Where is the mayor who make all things fair? He lives outside. Through my bones, I'm sorry, son, but all your mind is gone. Pain for rip in my upper heel. I guess it's time to take another trip. Don't care now what nobody say. I gotta take the pain away. It's getting worse a day by day, and all my life has been this way. Can't reason with the pressure man. Finance is all that he understands. You junk in my
try swiping the market. Does the trade go through now, or do you still get an error? Love this song.
Pull up that
Man, I'm so tired. It's currently 6:30 a.m. right now. Man, you tell me I gotta get a defloat API.
I'm still working on me, and I'm coming back better for you. Most times it was my selfishness and your helplessness that I took advantage of. You sit in a house and I'll be out if I know you're worried up. And you try block it out. I'm so sorry for letting you down. I should've came home sooner. You probably still be there if I came home. Love you like I treat you. You still be there, my girl. My little baby speechless. You'd still be there, baby. I'm still working on me, and I'm coming back with a plan, and there's money in my hand. You said I was fucking up when I was out here fucking fast. Damn, and it made you look crazy. Made you sing, made you feel it was crazy. While you sit in the house, I'll be out.
I don't know what else I'm meant to send them.
Read about me. Hey, yo. Nights when I just needed a
Hold somebody.
feeling overwhelmed, should've told
Hold somebody.
Picture and it's me sending
Chills through your body.
I just probably should've chilled till I saw.
Dude, it is so hot.
Get to know my friend. Nigga left his 20s and I still wanna party. I cannot be trusted on my own with nobody. I cannot be. If we broke it off, then you know it wasn't painless. If she got a watch, then you know it's not a stainless. I was out here fucking fans, I was shameless. Yeah, and I know that you was at the crib reading stories that they sent you. Most of that was bullshit, but some of it I did do. Hard for me to justify the women I was into, especially when the whole entire world wished they had you. Then I locked the door that night in Vegas cause I had to. Then I had a kid even though I never planned to. I cannot imagine when your girls gave you that news. I know that probably made you wanna hit the streets on everything. Probably made you wanna pour bleach on everything. Probably made you wanna kill me on everything. Yeah, I know that. Telling them I say 2014, cause you're on the same shit that you was on before. I know you're not happy, girl.
Everybody know.
See it in your boyfriend.
Eyes at the show.
Tell me let it go. I'ma
Let it go, bro.
don't wanna go, but we gotta outgrow. Went 6 digits on a lot.
Our screen coat.
Crack into that hoe and it's gonna be a lot of smoke. We gon' get him, bitch, with the trust getting broke. Get me down with words, but I know that's how you cope. Cover up a lot, can't cover up the soap. No, you're not happy, girl.
Everybody knows. So if I can't get the API, it's gonna cause some problems, man. Seekers. After the first try. Man, debugging with code is always so painful. Like, you can just go in circles over and over again. And all those don't even get me started on the hallucinations, man. The hallucinations. They'll get you. They'll get you, man. But for any new viewers coming in, how are we doing, man? How are we doing? I'm currently working on debugging my ore miner app, and it's been out for about a month now, but it's got a couple of bugs here and there, and I'm looking to kind of fix it up a little. But it's been making some decent money outside of that. Like, I'm consistently able to make between $10 to $100. It's a big range, but every day it's made between, I'd say on average, maybe around $30 to $40. And look, I'll show you my statistics if I can connect my developer wallet. I'm not too sure if you're familiar. Oh shit, what's the wrong one? I'm not too sure if you're familiar with. Here it is, right here. So you can see that in the last month, 520 also users have come in. Currently, right now, using the application, I have 5 active miners. Annoying ass pop-up. I have 5 active miners. And this is the amount of Solana, it's a cryptocurrency that they have to use for my application, is being used. And basically what I get out of it is I'm basically facilitating a transaction. This bot facilitates a transaction, and I get a tiny little incrementally small transaction fee. It's like 0.25%, which might not sound like a lot, but if you put this and calculate it, you get about 7.18, which is about that much in developer fees. And for those wondering how much that is, go over to the conversion rate. It's about $900, but I'm actually from Australia, so it is a bit higher. Ends up being $1,350. But yeah, that's basically my first build. I'm kind of doing a challenge right now where it's like 300. I'm currently doing a challenge right now where I want to try and do like one startup every month, 12 startups in 12 months. I don't know if you're familiar with Levelcio, but he kind of coined the term. Thing is, I need to test this on my phone.
Pull up in a yellow lamb just like it's a taxi dog. I be in my fucking
Okay, let's see if this update works. I'm not sure if it's gonna auto update for the application that I built for the Android users. Let's see. I need to re-upload SDK. Yo, what up to all the new viewers joining in right now? This is my All-Miner app. It's a crypto trading platform. Well, it's more of a bot actually, and you can see my statistics in the last month. It's been up for about a month and a week now. 500 new users. Currently I got 5 people using the app right now. It's done a lot of volume, and this is about how much I've made. Ends up being around $1,300. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm currently just working on debugging some of the code because it's not actually working properly on my mobile device. So I think that's where we should start. The updates I made are already part of your project source code. They're in the files that run your app directly. There's no separate SDK file to upload. When you publish deploy your app, all these improvements will be included automatically. If you're currently testing in development mode, the changes are already live. Is there something specific about an SDK you're working with? If you have a separate SDK file you've been using, let me know if I can clarify how it relates to these changes. Alright, so the main problem that I've found is if I deploy this and publish this to the website. Yo, what up, Dog Life? Welcome back, man. I remember I saw you in the last stream. I'm pretty sure if I redeploy this, it actually stops the people that are currently using my app right now. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people using my app right now in the last minute. And it actually usually stops them. So it's kind of annoying when I have to redeploy, but hey, I gotta check if the update works. So let's see how we go. Also, let me know if any of the music or mic or anything's too loud. I can fix it up. Okay. The app link is oreminer.io. You can see it here. oreminer.io. Let me know if you got any feedback, man. I'm just trying to iron out some bugs right now. We just actually released it to the crypto app store. It's called the Solana dApp store, and just seeing how things are over there, we are getting a few reviews that have a few errors, especially around the wallet connection part. So yeah, just looking to debug that because that seems to be our biggest issue on the app store right now. Can you even send links in the chat? I don't know if you can. How many total users right now? Here, you can have a look here. These are my stats. So 529 total users. We've got 5 active right now. We've done about 2,870 Solana in volume. About 7.2 Sol in fees generated. Ends up being about $1,300. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. I've noticed ever since I got it to the App Store, it's been bringing in users. How do I do the marketing if you get 500 users already? So my background is in crypto marketing. So all the app building stuff is actually quite new to me, but for the last 5 years, I've basically grown accounts from 0 to 10,000 followers, and that's basically been my job. So the marketing it's been purely organic. I've just been reaching out to X communities. I've been reaching out to Reddit, wherever your client or customers are hanging out, the Discord, and just been going hard. I think the reason for my growth is because I've got a good eye on like trends. So when I started building this ore miner app, I built it because ore itself, I'll show you. So this is DeFi Llama, where you can see how much volume crypto apps are getting. And if you look down here, you can see ore protocol right here at number 7. When I first started building the ore miner app, this was actually 2 or 3. And this protocol is very new. It's only been around for 2 or 3 months. So I was instantly like, there is an opportunity here for builders to come in and build dashboards, build auto miners, build all sorts of things. And so I hopped on. There's already a shit ton of competition now, but I think I got in early. I was one of the first to market. I think I was the third. And I differentiated myself with different mining strategies. People didn't have like odd, even rows, because I look at it like it's a roulette table almost. So I thought, why not add some roulette kind of rules? Technically, this is a simulation for real crypto. This is all real crypto. Everything's happening on chain. This isn't fake. You can kind of see, like, there's even a leaderboard here. You can go to the leaderboard. You can see like some people are in profit from using my app. Some people aren't in profit using my app, and it's just, I think the transparency is part also kind of what helped me grow. Because if you're super transparent about everything, like, look at my users. Look at there's only 24 of them that are in profit, but one of them has made $400. And there's a bunch that also have lost money. But, I think if you're just super transparent about everything, you don't need to convince anyone. They'll convince themselves to use your app. So just be transparent. Show them what you're working on. You want in on the ore miner, huh? I mean, I think I've got a pretty good hit rate on these sorts of apps, and so I'm just wondering, like, I don't know if ore miner is my lucky little first app that I've built, or if it's going to transfer over to some of my other projects that I'm working on. But let's see. Hopefully my next apps. You can see here I even did like a forecasting metric where it looks at your previous rounds and it basically predicts how much ore you're going to have, and based off of your prediction, ore does like staking yield as well, so it predicted how much yield you could generate every year. Just really trying to make things look really good for a speculator, because speculation is everything in crypto, right? So if you can give them all the tools for them to see, like, in the future I'm going to make this much, if I keep doing this I'm going to make this much, I feel like that's how you talk to someone in crypto. What's the tech stack I'm using? Man, I'm using Replit because I have zero coding experience. Like, I have literally no experience coding at all. So I use Replit. It's super user friendly, helps me figure things out, and it kind of just doesn't show me any code, which is what I like. I'm slowly learning a lot more I guess, things. Like, for example, Privy.io is a recent implementation I'm trying to build right now, where they just handle all the security for wallets and transactions and everything. So if you're vibe coding a tool, it's almost like you want to use this because they just handle the security side, and you can just use their API and pay a small fee. Yeah. Making you jealous. Are you building anything? Doc for life? Where are you based, by the way? It's I'm over here in Australia. It's currently 7 a.m. I've been working since 6 a.m. I got a bit of a busy day later because it's Christmas time, so I thought I'd get a little session in. Right now, I just want to test if the app is gonna work on my phone. Let's see. Okay, it worked on the app. It's weird because like you don't know if it's when you do it, if it's always gonna work or if it just starts working properly now or what. It seems to be working fine. I'm a back-end dev. I work on API and Linux-based hostings from India. Yeah, that's sick, man. Do you vibe code? What tools do you use? Is there anything you think I could improve on with my current stack? It's worth noting I have zero coding experience. So like, people have been recommending me Cursor, for example, but I feel like Cursor is quite more code heavy. You know, unless you're a dev, you don't fully understand Cursor. You know what I mean? Where I feel like Replit, or I've noticed recently Gemini has been quite helpful. The kind of setup that I've been doing is like, obviously I don't know too much about code, so what I do is I'll actually take whatever issues or I'm finding in the console down here, and I'll go over here and then I'll type in the problem and tell it to export it as a .md in .md format, and I can just copy paste it back into Replit. That's basically my setup right now. I feel like it can be improved on though, man, because I've spent so much money on tokens this last month. Like, let me show you. You're not gonna believe how much money I've spent on tokens. Look at this. Look at this. It's actually it's what's made me want to stop using Replit, and that's why I keep asking everyone, because I'm just spending so much money on tokens right now. Like today, this month alone, I've already spent $400 on tokens, but that's not even the bad part. If you go to my invoices, look at this. Every single day I'm getting charged like $55 US dollars. Some days I get charged twice. Look at that. Twice I got charged 55. I've noticed the days that I work extra hard are also the days where I pay extra. So yeah, I definitely need to stop using Replit because it is just chewing away at my current expenses. Yeah. It's not good, man. It's not good. I need a new app. Cursor is one of the best vibe coding tools in the market. It's just overwhelming to see a lot of code, but trust me, you'll do a lot better and cost efficient. You reckon? Cursor. I mean, how do you recommend anti-gravity or Cursor? How do you recommend, like, let's say I see a lot of code. You end up being a bit stalemated. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of just stop in place. How do you recommend, like, I get past Like even here, just looking at it, like evaluation.py _experiment.py. Like, I don't know what any of this even means. And then you look through the code here. I don't know what this is. Like, how do I navigate this as someone who has zero coding experience? I just feel like I'd be really slow. Maybe I gotta try anti-gravity. Let's see. If it loads, it's not loading right now. It's weird. Don't know why it's not loading. Alright, I just tried the app on my phone and it actually started working. Has it been deployed already? Or is that just a fluke? The next thing I need going forward, fixed. Okay, what's going on here? This looks wrong. Has it published? Oh, it's loading. Okay. 8 minutes ago. You'll be doing the same prompts, don't see the code, keep asking to fix things. Okay. Someone was telling me Google gives you like a like a 1 year free subscription if you're a student. So that's worth checking out, I heard. Might need to do that. Man. Alright, let's see if this works with Phantom Wallet. Okay, I'm in Phantom. Downloading Phantom right now. We'll see. Okay. Basically just trying to see if it's going to work through the Phantom wallet. So let's see. Is this going to work? Doc for life. Replit doesn't show you code. Cursor anti-gravity shows the code. Technically both are absolutely same. Replit fails when you do a lot of complex systems. Cursor is built for complex builds. Yeah, okay. Okay, so basically you're telling me to just ignore the code completely. I guess that's what attracted me to Replit in the first place, was the terminology and all the text that it would use for non-dev was really helpful, because, you know, it felt like I could understand what I was talking about. But yes, now it is. But now it is getting to a point where my builds are getting a little complex for it to properly support. Oh, cool. Looks like I fixed the bug. All right. Spending $400 is not worthy. Yeah, 100%, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. Luckily, the app itself has been somewhat successful. Otherwise, I would have been paying a lot of money. Have you heard of Conductor at all? It's this app right here. Apparently, this app is really cool. It uses Claude Code. I need to open it. I need to install it, but it lets you run different AI agents simultaneously. I always screw that word up. Lets you run multiple agents at the same time for different tasks. Like, for example, Replit always takes like ages. You can see it takes 10 seconds, 8 minutes over here. During that time, you could have gotten another agent to use it as well, right? Do you reckon as a back-end dev, you're Vibecoding a lot? Are you using Cursor and stuff to code your stuff, or what would you say you're doing? See, this is exactly where I get my inspiration from. You can see right here, I'm covering it with my camera. But you can see right here, this is exactly how I find my features to implement. This guy said, maybe you have to add Martingale strategy on your Ultimine machine. Start with 0.01 sol, then go to 0.2 sol loss, 4 sol loss, 8 sol loss, win. Recover all plus profits. This is a fantastic idea. And I think I'm going to implement it now. So this is literally, it's all just vibes, man. Vibe coding is all the vibes. So when you see good vibes like that, it makes you want to execute. So I'll go patch. I don't even know what patch I'm up to. Do you ever get that as a dev? You just forget what patch you're up to. Patch update. 1.4.3. And then I'll just say give me a super short patch update summary for what we fixed. Pretty much I use agentic AI tools, but I keep the control of code since I studied CS. It just makes difference in prompting. Okay. Nah, fair enough, man. It makes the developer to start vibe coding. Like, my brother runs a marketing agency, and he was telling me that everyone in his developer team vibe codes now. They all have access to the enterprise plan for Cursor, and he says it's great. Okay, so I'm gonna release this update. Patch, fix mobile wallet connection, stability. Added 24-hour session caching for faster reconnects, enabled connects on return visits, improved error hand messages with clear troubleshooting steps, added tap to retry for failed connections. I feel like people always want to see that you're building and contributing to the app. So yeah. Dude, getting some good profits here. Actually good to vibe code, makes 3 days work in hours. What are you doing for the rest of the day then, Doc? You slacking off or what? Do you work from home or at the office? feel like it does increase efficiency a lot. Like everyone says AI is going to take jobs, but I don't know. I feel like when you look at like history, right, when like factories came out, everyone was like, oh no, factories are going to steal all our jobs. But the factories ended up creating more jobs, right? Because people would then go to the factory to work. I feel like it's the same with AI. Like AI isn't at a level where it's going to just magically start doing everything for everyone, you know? It's going to take time. I think it's this one. Not sure. Maybe here. I have like a really messy template somewhere. If I can find it. It's alright, I can just use this maybe. You know, this is all part of the process, right? Talking to your clients and customers and letting them know what's happened. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm not the best. I'm not gonna say I'm a world-class designer, but I feel like that looks pretty cool. Gives people a visual. Fix mobile connection stability. I feel like I should say something around how it was our most sought after patch or something like that. It's like our highest biggest feedback. Our most what's the word that I'm looking for? Fixed our most biggest issue according. Fixed our biggest. Can't think of anything, man. I can't. Honestly, when I'm stalemated like this, I just go to AI. Give it context, so I'll screenshot this. And I just start jabbering. Want a one-liner for the tweet bio around how we fixed the biggest issue people were complaining about in reviews when we on through the app store. And now you can think on my behalf. Let's see how that goes. I'm a freelancer. I work after college when I get clients. That's cool, man. That's cool. Good to see the hustle. I feel like these days, if you ain't hustling, man, you're gonna get left behind. That's true, but usually with tweets, you want like a hook, you know? You want because people are gonna read the first line and then be like, oh, cool, and then they read the rest. Your wallet finally stopped ghosting us. 1.53. We fixed the wallet thing. You can swipe. Less connecting, more swiping. You roasted us in the review, so we fixed the wallet's connection. See, something playful like this, I feel like always adds a bit of character to your brand, you know? You roasted us in the reviews, so we fixed the wallet connections. Just as simple as that, people can read that, be like, oh, what's that? And then read the patches. Done. Post it. And then usually what I do is once it's posted, you want the people that in your niche to see it. So I like to go to the Discord, and this is the raid channel where they'll raid tweets, and yeah, just announce the patch. I also put it in my little ecosystem section here. Yeah, there we go. That is complete. I don't mind this guy's idea, and I kind of want to not lose it, so I'm going to put it on the whiteboard. Do I need this? Get rid of this. Maybe you have to add martingale strategy. On your auto mine machine example, start with loop 101 solve loss. Boom. I don't run the Discord server, so the app that I built, Ore Miner, is basically a small tool for a bigger protocol called Ore Supply. This is where all the action happens, right? You can see here, this is the official website. Whoa, I've never seen the motherload that high before. And basically, the Discord is where everyone hangs out and where people can learn about different things. This is where the community hangs out. So this is Ore Supply. This is where the Ore Supply community hangs out. Basically, my marketing strategy has just been to constantly just be active in the places that the community hangs out, to the point where people just know you as part of the community member, and you know, that kind of opens doors for you, helps people trust you, and they'll want to use your app. So yeah, it's basically this strategy. Currently, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people using my app right now. Partly why so many people are using my application is because of how high the mother load is. It's at $40,000. It's not usually that high. This is really high. All right. Now, what do I want to work on next? I think that if I can... The thing is, I was working on that prediction. I don't know if you remember, Doc, but I was working on that prediction market swiping tool. And I'm actually waiting on the team to get back to me because I want to use their API, otherwise my tool's not going to work. I thought the API was public, but it's not. So yeah, maybe I'll try and implement this feature. Been a while since I worked on this app, actually. Doc for life. Even I stay active on Discord and run servers as admin. That's my main audience. Personally, I run a gaming server currently with 1,400 plus members. Yo, that's sick, man. That's actually sick. I've noticed. I'll tell you what. I think that community building. Let me get rid of my music. No, that's actually really cool. I think, and this is a take, right? Might not be true, but I feel like community building is going to become really important in the future. Kind of like how live streaming has blown up recently as well, and it's why I'm doing it, is because I think that now that Vibecoding has come out and AI slop is everywhere, like people are really going to need to find more of an edge than just cool tech, nice software, cool UI. People need to have community. People need to have the, interactions with other humans. People need to feel that sort of personal experience to, I guess, engage, and I think that's going to become more and more popular in the coming years because AI is just taking over, man. And it feels like more and more we're just talking to other AI bots. Like I don't know if you've been on Twitter lately, but every single time I look in someone's reply section, it is just like an AI generated reply. It feels shit. It feels like not good. I want to be talking to other humans, And I don't know if you're aware, but Discord has a really strong bot detection software. I know this because back in the day, I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago, I actually used to do mass DMs on Discord because it was a guerrilla marketing tactic that would generate thousands of members joining my Discord server at the time. And I basically connected like 1,000 different Discord accounts into this bot that I made, and it would send out like 200,000 DMs every single day. Obviously, it was a little unethical, but I was only like 18 at the time, and I had no money, man. Can you blame me? I had no money, so that was the only way I was able to actually get people to join my Discord server, and it blew up. I managed to get like 20,000 people in the Discord server. It was for a crypto project, and the Discord server is not around anymore. But that made me realize how big of a problem this can be. And Discord actually quickly came in and shut it down because it saw that this trend was picking up. And so I'm actually really impressed with Discord, and I think that they're going to continue to make sure that their app is only meant for human interaction. So, hey man, stick to what you're doing because I think you're onto something. But I'm procrastinating right now. I feel like I need to add this feature. So let's do it. Mining. This guy said it's called the Martingale strategy, but is that actually what it's called? Or did he make that up? What is the Martingale? Oh, it's Martingale strategy. What is the Martingale strategy? The Martingale strategy involves doubling the trade size every time a loss is faced. A classic scenario for the strategy is to try and trade an outcome with a 50% probability of it occurring. The scenarios are also called zero expectation scenarios. Okay, double the trading size every time a loss is faced. Okay. I want to incorporate the Martingale strategy to my all-miner bot. Now Discord is controlled, no more mass spamming DMs, everything is rate limited now. Yeah, 100%, man. if someone was to try and mass DM right now, it would not be very cost effective. I feel like you would end up losing a lot of money. Okay, so I want to incorporate the martingale strategy to my all miner bot. There's a under EV threshold as a toggle, users can tick on and off. The concept of the I'm sure the AI already knows what the martingale strategy is, but I like to let it know, is doubling the trade size. Loss is faced. Strategy. Doubling the trade size every time a loss is faced. Meaning if I deploy, and then I got to talk in the language of my application, right? So if I deploy 0.01 sol and I lose, the next round it should deploy 0.02 sol. And if that loses, the round after it should deploy 0.04 sol and keep going until you win. Let's say, for example, you finally you kept losing and finally won at 0.32 sol. Double 0.16. It would reset to the user's original bet size of 0.01 sol. The thing is, when I release features like this, then sometimes it breaks the app because Replit is just that shit. If you send 6 to 7 DMs to new people, Discord pulls a captcha to solve. If it's ignored for more than a minute, we get banned from sending DMs to anyone for the next 48 hours. Damn, it's that strict? Is it actually that strict? I didn't realize it was that strict. Holy shit. They've really amped it up. Did you hear about that thing with the Discord YouTube video? How there was a code running in the background and it kept replaying that Discord video, so it ended up generating like a gazillion views. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube Discord. It's this one video. It's so funny. If I go popular. Oh, did they take it down? No. They took it down. Do you remember what I'm talking about though? It was like an insane video. I think it was like a New Year's video or something. And it just fucking went. I think it got more views than GTA 6, man. It was insane. Currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 users right now. Actually, no. It's not true. There's a few double ups in there. But not bad. Motherload's real high right now, so good to see that there's a lot of volume. Yo, what up to all the new viewers? Currently working on my ore miner app right now. It's been generating some good revenue in the last couple of days, maybe between 20 to 50 bucks a day, I'd say. If you want to check it out, it's oreminer.io. You don't have to. You're not really my target audience anyway. But yeah. So let me just see if this bot is working. So 9.4 sol, 12.6 sol, 14 sol. Yeah, it looks like it's calculating the amount correctly. Okay. Okay. The thing is, it never implements the strategy perfectly straight away. So I'm going to need to like muck around with it a little bit to get it to a level that I'm actually happy with releasing. Hopefully I can get it done today. Usually big features like this take a bit of time. I got the hiccups, man. Oh, I really want a coffee. Freaking tired. Been working since 6 a.m. I don't remember if it's you. Were you the guy who was building a swipe left and right style trading? Yes, I was, bro. That was me. I'm building market swipe. It's not called market swipe. That's just the name. So currently I'm in a bit of a stalemate with this app because the API keys, it says here for production use, integrators should contact hello@dflow.net to receive an API key with higher rate limits. I currently do not have this key yet, so my app isn't working. They've got a public API here, but for some reason it's like blocking the Replit browser from like using it. Maybe it's to like security purposes. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, look, when I make a trade, it just says trade failed. This market is not yet available for on-chain trading. Try a different market. So yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for them to reply back to my email. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if they have. No, they haven't. So yeah, just waiting on them to reply back to my email, and then I'm going to basically start working on this again. But because I got nothing else to do, I was like, you know what? I'll work on my app, my little cash cow, and we can see how we go. Man, the EV is so negative. I've never seen it so negative before. All right, let's look. Let's make content while Replit is chugging away. I think content I can make right now is how high the mother load is. Why don't you make your own API on Fast API? Since you're expecting large traffic, make your own API is better, no? You reckon? I've never tried to make my own API before. Fast API is a modern, high-performance web framework for building APIs with Python based on standard Python type hints. It looks pretty code-heavy, man. I see Python, man. I'm like, whoa. But I don't feel like I need to, because these guys just have everything documented. Like, look, everything is so well documented. Like, for someone who has like zero coding experience, I look at this and I'm like, I want to build something on it, you know? But That's interesting. I didn't know that you could even make your own APIs. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I feel like you should definitely check out this prediction markets craze, because it's I think it's gonna continue to keep doing well, man. It's basically an entirely new market that has emerged. So, you know, there's always opportunity there, just like there was with the ore supply, and I built ore miner. I feel like you could do the same thing with prediction markets. I'm the guy who's building APIs using Python and fast API wrapping. Oh, really? Dude, I might need to save your deets, man. I'm going to give you a follow, because I feel like that is something that I'm always looking for. Doc_for life. How do I... Hey, I just subscribed to you, bro. Because honestly, man, having the skill to make your own APIs, dude, that's actually really useful. Because I can't tell you how many times I've looked for an API and not been able to find one, and so I can't build anything. AstralBot says, what am I building? Currently, I'm building 2 applications, right? But one I'm working on right now is Ore Miner. It's basically a crypto trading bot for ore supply, which is a new trending app that's kind of popped off in crypto recently. I've already got it to a decent amount of users. Here, let me show you the developer dashboard, the secret little behind the scenes, so you can see that I'm not lying to you. But basically right now I have, if it loads, always takes so long to load. Mr. Blaze, alright, Doc for life, cheers, bro. I'm gonna look you up. I've currently got about 530 users. The bot has been up for about a month and a week now. So 530 users, 5 active mining jobs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, one of the reasons why my app grew so fast is because the actual founder of Solana retweeted my post. So this guy has 600,000 followers, and he is literally the co-founder of Solana, which is the 5th biggest crypto in the entire world. And it's what my app is built on. And he retweeted my tweet from the ore miner, and I got 46,000 views. My tweet itself also did well, got 60,000 views, got 300 likes. So, you know, this definitely helped kickstart the ore miner growth, because the freaking co-founder of Solana retweeted my shit. Like that's huge. So yeah, yo, let me yo Doc, I'll add you after the stream. Let me just put you on the whiteboard. Doc for life. Man, I feel like I got a Discord or something, and it's like all the vibe coders and everyone can just hang out and just help each other out. I feel like that would be good vibes, you know? But yeah, right now you can see that this is my developer wallet. It generates all the fees being used in the app. And if you refresh it, you can see how many trades are happening every single minute. So right now there's 4 traders occurring every single minute. And oh, the mother load just hit. No way. No way. I can't believe we just witnessed that. We literally just witnessed the mother load hitting. Holy shit. That's pretty crazy. feel like there's a cool post I can make now, because I feel like I never get to witness this shit. So now I can show people what it looks like when the mother load hits, how much trading volume is being used versus not used, and it can be like a cool comparison. So let's do that. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use Canva. I basically use Canva for everything, because it's just so easy to just quickly whip something up, you know. But yeah, I'll probably just use one of these. Get rid of all this shit. It could be like, for anyone wondering what happens when a mother load hits. I like that. So now I reckon we gotta wait like 10 minutes, and then we'll see what the total deployed number is, because it should go down. Everyone was waiting on this because this is like $30,000 right here. So everyone was like basically waiting for the mother load to hit. Yeah. So let's see. Probably reduce this as well. Maybe a bit more. Just trying to make it. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. And I think we could even add one more. So let's make this a bit smaller. And then we'll move it over. This can be like, maybe it's like, what happens? I can, what should I type? Maybe like mother load peak. Mind explaining what you're excited about right now? I don't even know ABCDs in crypto. What am I excited about right now? I'll show you how I find out what to be excited about. So if you go to DeFi Llama, basically this is a really, really important tool, because it shows you all of the on-chain activity that is happening in crypto, okay? And so if you scroll down here, it shows protocol rankings, and you can see how much money every single app in crypto is making right now. And Tether has always been the number one spot. So USD stablecoins are always at the top usually. Circle is basically another stable coin. It's USDC, a competitor. Pump Fun is meme coins. Hyperliquid is trading with leverage. And what I like to do here is I like to just check it every couple of days, because this will give you all the information you need before any influencers, before anyone even mentions it on your timeline. This will give you information. And already I'm seeing like fragment. I've never seen this before. It looks new. But basically how I found ore supply and built the ore miner was I went on DeFi Llama and I saw, see, ore supplies right here, number 29. I reckon you can go all the way down to the top 50 and just see if there's anything new. But what ore supply did that really, really surprised me, and I'll just tell you the story of how I built Ore Miner and created my first successful app. So basically what happened was, where'd it go? 29. Ore Miner was ore supply, was all the way up here. It was generating like $1 million in revenue every single day for like 2 or 3 days straight. And it just blew up, okay? Ore supply is this new, basically, I mean, I guess you call it gambling, but that's not how they've advertised it as. Yeah, let me screenshot that for this. It's basically a new way to mine, kind of like how Bitcoin miners mine Bitcoin. This is like a way to mine ore, right? And that's the whole concept, and that's how they marketed it, and it's kind of stuck. And when I saw this up here, I was like, holy shit, this application has only been around for like less than a month, and it's already in this section, in the top 10 section. That means that there is no tools. No one has had the time to build tools around this protocol yet. Where if you look at Pump Fund, for example, there have been really big tools built around Pump Fund, like Axiom. Axiom is literally built off of Pump Fund. Like, people need to trade meme coins that are launched on Pump Fund. Where did they trade it? On Axiom. And so Ore Protocol launched, and it was just too new for anyone to have built anything. So I was like, I'm going to be one of the first people to build. And right now, what do I find exciting? Well, there's actually something that isn't even on here that is blowing up, and that's prediction markets. Like, dude, if we look at prediction markets volume right now, it is insanely high. Like, look at this. Kalshi in the last 24 hours did nearly $300 million in trading volume. That is fucking insane, dude. That is insane. Okay? Money. And Kalshi hasn't been around for that long either. Prediction markets are like heating up more now. Let's see if we can see one where it shows more of them. Polymarket. Yeah, this one's better. This one shows Polymarket. Dude, Polymarket's done an equal amount of money. So they're basically doing $1 billion in volume every single day, right? And so I feel like there's tools to be built on there. You're already hearing stories about people making $1 million trading, making simple tools and stuff. So what really made me focus more on this is Kalshi, and dude, Kalshi basically launched on Solana, and I was like, dude, Solana's my playground. I want to see what's up. And they also launched a 2 million plus builder grant. So you're almost knocking two birds with one stone. You get to build something that's only just launched. The API went on December 2nd. So that was basically 20 days ago. That's still really, really new, right? So you get to build something that's only just come out. People have only just gotten access to Kalshi's API on Solana. So you get to be one of the first builders. On top of that, you also get to submit a grant for the chance to win a little bit of money. And on top of that, I also get to live stream it, maybe get a few subscribers. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, just feels like super high leverage. So Doc for Life says, so you're the first one providing ore farming or mining. So I'm one of a few competitors. Let me see if I can find it. But this is basically a chart that shows all my competitors. I'm not actually the biggest one. I'm far from it. There are plenty of other guys on here that are making way more than me. For example, you can see here, oreminer.io. has generated $996. But look at my competitors. They made $2,000. This one guy has made $26,000. So I'm not even the biggest guy. But I will say that I'm the smallest team. So I'm a one-man army. All the money I make just goes back to me. And you can see like this is how much daily volume is being generated. And mine gets a smaller percentage. Like here's a percentage. Mine's only 6.5%. The other two guys, 41% and 52%. But I'll tell you what, and why I don't really spend as much time on this anymore, on my ore miner, is because I feel like we're all fighting over a little bit of money. Like if you look at the amount of money that's being generated every single day, if you add all of these numbers up, it only adds up to about like $350. Like we're all fighting over $350 every day. I feel like there are bigger markets to fight over, you know? So I'm not too interested in really spending too much time on my ore miner. I'm happy to just let it run and sit back and see how it goes. But, you know, the market share is getting smaller and smaller. If you look at this, look at this. When these guys first launched, they were making $2,000 a day, but it sharply dropped down to a level where now it's not as much, right? And I think that is just going to show that the market or the size of this pie is getting smaller. So I feel like, you know, I want to solve problems that will bring thousands of dollars a day potentially one day. I don't want to solve a problem where I'm fighting over $350. You know what I mean? So for that reason, I'm not going to spend as much time on my auto miner. I think the opportunity cost is not as high as it used to be. But also, like, I've already built a tool that works that people are using. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if the ore supply does pop off again and there's a lot of trading volume that's occurring, I think my ore miner is going to benefit from it. It might not benefit as much as if I had worked on it every single day and, you know, really kept iterating and making it better. But I think it's still going to work well enough for me to get my piece of the pie. So this is, I like to look at this as a bet that I've placed. You know, I put a one entire month towards building it. Now I think I just want to see if I can reap some of the rewards, you know? I don't feel like, yeah. That's crazy, man. Trust me. I mean, it is crazy, honestly. Like my first app, I was able to even generate any sort of revenue. I was blown away. All right, let's see if this feature works that I've been working on. Okay, so let's see, martingale strategy. Let's see. So if I were to go, I don't have much money in this wallet, so I'll do a small amount. If I was like 0.01, let's do martingale, and let's actually select less tiles. Let's go like 7, and let's see if it keeps doubling. And this will give us a good idea on whether or not it works. Okay, so syncing miner stats. Even if you stop working on it, it'll get the money flow more or the less. Yeah, 100%, man. You directly send changes to the app without testing it? No, so this is actually a preview window. within the .replit.dev URL. It only gets published if I hit this button up here. So I'm currently testing through the kind of, I guess you could say, dev preview. So is this going to say how much I spent? Yes, right here, loss. Okay, so we should lose this one. I've never wanted to lose a round before. It was my first time wanting to lose a round. Okay, we lost. Now let this load. Even this load's pretty slow. This could be improved. I'm wondering how I could improve this loading. How long is it gonna get pending for? Unless it's gonna take another round. App is hosted on Replit or anywhere else? Yeah, it's hosted on Replit, man. Host everything on Replit. I don't know if Replit lets you host it anywhere else. Might need to look into that. Okay, round history is not fully working. How can I tell if... Okay, it worked there. Maybe it's because it's the first round. I need to see if it's going to happen again. But we already know right there that the Martingale strategy isn't working. Because it's still 0.001. Martingale strategy not working. Last 2 losses. Let's see if this works. Last 2 losses are the same number, even though I had it toggled on. I host all my projects on my private server, which I took from OVH Cloud. That's cool. What are the benefits of that? Like, why would you want to do that? What is the benefit of wanting to host your own server? Okay, let's send this. Yo, what up to all my new viewers? How we doing? Basically, I'm just looking to debug my app right now. It is all now. This is my developer dashboard. I'll give you a little look-see at how my app has been going over the last couple of months. I mean, it's only been 1 month. About 1 month and a week my app has been live for, and these are my statistics. So I've got 530 users, I've got 6 active mining jobs, I've got this 2,875 Solana in total deployed, which adds up to about like maybe 350,000 US dollars. And it sounds like a lot of money, but I actually only make a very small percentage of that, which is about 0.25%. So if you add that up, it ends up being this number. And if you were to convert this number to dollars, it would end up being about $1,300. That is the growth of my app. You're probably wondering how to grow so fast. I basically have this Twitter account right here where I post about it all the time. And I just make random content. You can see this one got 4,000 views, 130 likes. And this isn't even talking about my app. It just talks about oil supply and just, doing tutorials and stuff like that. It grew a bit of a following. On top of that, the co-founder of Solana, I got pretty lucky, just happened to retweet my app. So it brought up a huge influx of users. I actually wrote a thread about it. You can see I started on 15 users, right? And I only had 5 Sol total deployed. Like if you look at my numbers now, I got 2,800 Solana total deployed. I got 530 new users. And it's all because he retweeted my thing. It pumped me to 137 users. A few days later, it ended up reaching me to 230 users. And, I only had 82 Solana total deployed. And after he retweeted it, I had 1,200 Solana total deployed. So he definitely helped a lot. During his help, I had a lot of feedback. And so this is actually what the app used to look like on the hand side, and with all the feedback that I got, I actually made it look a lot cleaner and cooler, which you can see on the right side. This is another UI. On the left hand side is what it used to look like. On the right hand side is what it looks like now. I feel like it looks a lot cleaner. And you can see how much money I made after that. Even this is like I've made more now. I've almost tripled it. But that's basically the timeline of what has happened so far. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm currently looking to debug my app. I've implemented a new strategy called the Martingale strategy. BSOD official, what up? How we doing? So Doc for life. It's like owning a machine in a data center. We'll have the full control to host and connect APIs directly on one panel, and also check the CPU, RAM, and storage spikes. I can see that being useful, especially when it comes to like production level applications, and you want to scale and stuff like that. Like you'd probably be reducing costs, right? If you had your own CPUs and stuff. You can control which one to be live and which one to stay without getting published. I use GitHub-based workflow so I can test app on live window even without pushing the changes for days and weeks. That's cool. Where do you store all your data? So Replit basically does everything for you. I can show you. Maybe here. This shows where is it? Where would it show? It shows it in usage. So if I go to my profile, home, usage. So you can see here is all the things that I'm paying for. So I'm using I don't even know how to pronounce that, Postgre SQL storage. This is for the database, I believe. And then I've got, this is, I guess, one of their modes, auto scale, which automatically scales the website up and down based on the traffic. Reserve VM deployment is basically what my ore miner is built on. It cost me $80 a month to host. And basically this is what lets me basically basically what you're doing, have a CPU in a server, and it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 2 dedicated CPUs. Outbound data transfer, all that sort of stuff. I'm also paying for Helios. So Helios is a RPC supplier, and you kind of need one of these for Solana developments. Yeah. Doc for life. Even I use but I just pay $5 for 100 gigabytes. Dude, I know. I'm getting scammed, man. I'm actually getting scammed. I need to transfer my build. The thing is, what Replit has done really fucking well is they have made it so hard to transfer your app to anything else. So now that my app is on Replit, it's like I can't not use Replit because it's really hard to move my apps around and stuff, especially for someone with zero dev knowledge, you know. So yeah, it's honestly a bit annoying. Use GML 4.7 for UI design. It's peak. Is that a Vibecoding app, bro? Because I'm not a dev. Sounds like you're speaking alien language with me, man. No idea what that is. But okay, this cool. Yo, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Would honestly mean the world to me. Make me want to live stream some more. Yeah, all right, so let's see if this works. If I go back to, I think this one, I should have like a little bit of money in here. Let's test this new feature. Okay. Oh, I actually end up winning around. That's funny. Okay, so let's see what it did. Let me check the logs to see what happened. Blah, blah, blah. Found the issue. Martingale setting is not being sent from the front end to the back end. Let me check how the mining is started. I see the issue. The job doesn't have enable Martingale stored in its strategy. Let me check. Found the bug. The mining blah, 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 doesn't blah, no, blah, blah, blah. Setting wasn't being saved to the database when you started your mining. What happened? Setting was being sent from the dashboard correctly, but the job manager wasn't storing. All right. Let's give it a go. Now, let's see how we are. So if this is pending again, we're going to know that this first round bugs a little bit. I pay only $8 on OVH. I get 6 V cores, 12 gigabytes RAM, and 100 gigabytes storage. That's 10 times what Replit is giving you for $400. Dude. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Dude, that's actually opening my eyes as to why I shouldn't be using Replit. Yo, Abdul, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I'm using Replit. I'm using Replit right now. Kind of regretting it though, because Doc for Life is showing me why I shouldn't be using it. Yo, feel free to chuck us a subscribe if you haven't already. Supports the channel, makes me want to live stream more. But basically what I'm working on right now is I'm trying to debug my application. My app is called Ore Miner. And basically what it does is it is a crypto trading bot for the Ore protocol, which is a new crypto app that has popped off recently. And this is just a little tool to help users automate things. Already I've generated some decent traction, if I could show you, but you can see right here, like there's a lot of trades occurring. This is my actual developer wallet, and you can see there's trades occurring every single minute. Look, like 0.02 Sol here, 0.01, and this generates tiny little transaction fees. You can see here I made 0.003 cents, 0.006 cents, 0.007 cents, 0.001 cent. And it might not sound like a lot, But if you add it all up, it probably ends up equaling like a single cent. And if you times that by every minute, because each round lasts about a minute, it's 0.6. Times that by 24, you made $14. Times that by 30, you're on $400 a month. This is definitely on the lower side. Usually, I'm seeing between 0.1 to 0.25 on a good day. But let's put it at 0.1. You don't need a whole lot of fees to be generating, your first $10,000 a month. You just saw right there, like if I had 0.25 cents per minute, it's generating 2,000 Sol, 10,000 Solana, $10,000 a month. Can't even speak right now, but yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Sub up if you're new. Yo, what's going on here? This looks wrong. Okay, so did I just win 2 in a row? Yes, it looks like I did. Okay, let me see because this looks like it's almost doubled even after the win. So let's see. If we lose one, then we'll be able to see if it's double. Like maybe Martingale strategy is working where it is doubling, but it's actually not meant to be doing that. It should only double. Replit charges you because the data needs to store somewhere. Yeah, 100%, man. All right, I figured out the problem. It is doubling even when I win. Okay, we can see that the Martingale strategy is semi-working. It doubles every trade. However, it needs to only double every loss. Right now it is even doubling when I win, as you can see. However, it should only double after every loss, and when a win is made, it should reset back to the original betting size that the user has placed. Technically, it mines on your PC or on a VPS? It mines on a VPS. Yeah, Replit charges me about $80 a month to host this application right now. On top of that, I'm paying for Helios fees. I'm in the middle of these two. So last month I tried business. It cost me $500 a month. It was really expensive, but I was also getting a lot of business. Now I'm actually on the developer one, $49 a month. I'm probably going to need 2 of these, which will get me 20 million credits. Because I don't think I need 100 million, but I need a bit more than 10 million. So I might try this one next. Yes. So let's see. Yo, what up? Welcome to all the new viewers. Feel free to sub up if you haven't already. I live stream every day. And if you want to vibe code with me, we can chill out and shoot the shit. Then yeah, feel free to hit up that sub. Abdul says, I think when you pay for the Replit agents, it's not unlimited. It still has some limit. And I think once you cross that limit, you go on pay as you use. Yeah, I'm paying a shit ton right now. Look at this, Abdul. Dude, you're not going to believe this, man. Look at this. Oh, wait. Shit. Where is it? Where is it resources, analytics, logs? I think it's actually out here. Dude, look at this. This month, I have been charged $420. And it splits it up. Like 187 has been this app that I've been building, CV Folio, Ore Miner. All these different apps are charging me different amounts. And my original subscription was only $25. So I'm now paying $470. So I definitely need to swap out of Replit. And someone has recommended me Gemini. The only issue is I've already built my app on Replit. So, you know, when I go to use Gemini and stuff like that, I need to start from scratch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bite the bullet and I'm just going to keep developing these apps through Replit. And then once they're good and I want to move on to the next app, I'm going to start using Gemini or something else. All right, let's see if it works this time. So on the server is running, however, I noticed the existing rounds that were already saved won't automatically show as skipped because they were saved before the schema had the skipped column. Wait, what? This is old. I think because I went out of the app and then went back in while it was in the middle of working. So let's see. There's no log for the win case. Wait, there is Martingale win next multiple round multiplier. Let me look more carefully at the job that was tested. There's no Martingale log in the current logs. Maybe Martingale is not being enabled at all for those jobs. Actually, looking at the SQL result, most jobs have enable as null empty. The job with enable Martingale false was created explicitly. This means the user's job was started before the fix was applied, even though the user had the toggle on in the UI. So the code wasn't sorting it to the database. Now that the fix is in place, the user needs to stop their current job, start a new job with Martingale enabled. But wait, the user said we can see that the Martingale strategy is semi-working, and it's interesting how it like talks to itself. Yo, Juzao, how you doing, bro? So the app that I'm building right now is basically called Ore Miner, and it is a tool that is built for the Ore protocol. And the Ore protocol is basically this app that has blown up recently. It generates like $100,000 in revenue every single day. But the way it works is you basically just like bet on these tiles, and if you select the right tile at the end of every minute, you earn a little bit of ore, as well as all the Solana that is deployed and all the other tiles. And this simple concept has just blown up. And so basically what I've done is I've created this ore miner, which lets you automatically bet on tiles with different strategies and whatnot. So that means you don't need to look at your screen anymore. You can just hang out and go do whatever you got to do. This will automatically bet for you. Doc for life. Doobie, I can help you get out of Replit without losing app. We'll talk on Discord. It's all fine. All right, we'll do, bro. I'm going to hit you up. Appreciate that. All right, so you can see here I've got a bunch of users all using the app at the moment. And this wallet gets a little bit of the fees. So this is how I check how many users are using the wallet right now, because I can see how many different wallets are bringing in different fees. And yeah, that's basically my app. Let me know if you got any other questions, bro. And also sub up if you haven't already. I live stream pretty much every single day. So if you want to vibe code together and shoot the shit, then yeah, sub up. Now I understand the issue. The martingale multiplier is not being loaded from the database and not being persisted when now I need to fix the job. Let's play some music. I found and fixed the critical issue of martingale strategy. Here's what happened. The problem. The martingale multiplier was not being saved to the database. When updated after each round, it was only stored in memory. So after server restarts or job reloads, the multiplier always resets to 1x. This caused the behavior where the strategy appeared to be semi-working but not correctly tracking wins versus losses. I made 3 changes to mining job manager. Added martingale multiplier, loading in load active jobs form. Now the multiplier is loaded from the database when jobs restart. Loading same fix or when individual jobs are retrieved. Now when execute updates the multiplier after each round, it's saved to the Postgres strategy field. To test the fix, you'll need to start a new mining job with martingale enabled. That was started before the fix won't have martingale working properly since they were created without the setting being stored. Alright, let's try this. See if it works. I think maybe 10 tiles. So I can lose 2 in a row and win. We can see if this works. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink of water. I'll be back. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Yo, no one left. That's cool. We got 4 concurrent viewers right now. What up? What up? What up? How we doing? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm currently just working on my ore miner app, seeing if this is working. Okay. So this is up. Also working on a post. I've got so many tabs open right now. You can see how quickly the total deployed reduces in size. Look at that. 504 motherload. So for those who don't know, there's a 1 in 625 chance of the motherload hitting, right? And you can see 7.2 ore is worth about $550. At one point, this motherload was worth 504 ore, which is around $30,000, I'm pretty sure. So the total deployed Solana every single minute was really high. And you can see like it just, how quickly it goes away when the motherload is lower. Just interesting observation. But yeah. Just post random content, man. Like, people like it. I like to put it in the raid channel. Let's see how many likes. Any? Okay, got a little bit. Yeah, central bank student. I also just generate AI images and post it on Twitter, and it seems to actually perform alright. Alright, let's see if this works. Doesn't? Yo, it's working. Okay. So now, if I can win, am I losing money? Yes, I am. I'm quickly going to run out of money. I need to put some in there. If I lose, I'm not going to be able to see if it works. Come on, give me a win, man. Give me a win, give me a win, give me a win. I want to see if this tool works, please. Ah, damn it. Come on. What else? Otherwise, it can quickly add up and I might end up just losing all of my money. It's always fun, isn't it? Let's convert all my, or whatever this is, random coins. Trying to beat the clock right now. All right. This will give us an idea. This should be enough, I think. Why don't you start a customer support Discord server managed using ticket queue model? I don't really want to start a Discord server. I've been running Discord servers my whole life, so I know how much work and effort it is to manage one, and I think I'm not really interested in going that route. Oh, dude. Alright, but it should still double though. So we've got enough for another like 2 or 3 rounds. So let's see. I think I need to add a warning for people, as we can quickly see that this is getting pretty crazy. Let's see if this works. I just want to see it reset when it wins, and then I know that this is working. By the way, are you sure Ripple allows to run crypto mining apps on their machine? Yes. Yes, I'm positive. I've already looked into it. They allow for crypto applications. Alright, come on. Yes! We won! We got a win. Now we need to see, is it going to reset? Is it going to reset? It should reset. I think I need to add a bit more of a label around the martingale strategy so users know what it is properly. Add a bit more text on the martingale strategy so users know what it is, as well as a warning stating that this does not guarantee wins, and it didn't reset. Okay. Wins and does not guarantee wins, and you may lose all your money faster. Okay, so we're getting closer. It's gotten to this, but it's not resetting. The martingale toggle is working. It doubles after every loss, but it still does not reset my betting amount to its original after a win. And then just so it knows, I'm going to copy the wallet address so it can look at that specific wallet. Main wallet. Okay, so burner wallet, main wallet, martingale toggle is working. It doubles after every loss, but it still does not reset my betting amount to its original after a win. Point the martingale strategy is to cover losses by doubling every round and then reset to original after the win so users do not incur further losses. Alright. But hey, I got lucky because I won twice. I could have ended up losing a lot more again. But let's see, we want to scroll down here. Okay, this is nicer. A betting strategy that doubles your bet after losses to recover. Martingale does not guarantee wins. A losing streak can quickly drain your wallet balance, e.g. 4 consecutive losses equals 16x your base bet. Only use funds you can afford to lose. I don't like how like insignificant it looks. Maybe I gotta move the martingale strategy up to here under number of tile strategy. Let's put the martingale strategy under directly under the tile strategy and above the sol per round in the UI. By the way, are you sure Replit allows? Yes. What are the specs of VPS which they provided? I don't want to exit this chat right now because it was bugging a bit earlier, but actually maybe you can look at it here. It uses dedicated 2V CPU, 8 gigabytes RAM, reserved VM. I don't know if that means anything to you. Definitely sounds pretty alien to me. But yeah. Okay, let's see. What up to all the new viewers, all the new people tuning in? Feel free to chuck us a subscribe if you haven't already. I live stream every single day, so if you just want to kick the shit and vibe code together, ask me any questions if you have any. I recently built Ore Miner for Ore Supply. It's been generating some good revenue. You can see if I refresh my developer wallet, I'm constantly gaining fees right here, as you can see. Can't really fake that, can you? But yeah. Let's see. Get rid of this. I got too much paper. How much are they charging for BPS with these specs? It's about $80 a month, I believe. Okay, now I can see the bug clearly. Looking at the deployed amount, doubled after loss, loss. Win should have reset to 0.002. Yeah, 0.001, but win should have reset. Love this song. After stream, check Hostinger and OVH Cloud VPS prices. I bet you'll be shocked. I actually already use Hostinger, and I've used Hostinger before, but Replit just makes it so easy. Like, it's just, oh shit, I shouldn't click that. Okay, cancel. You know, when you upload this, it's right there. You know, upload the app through here that you've built through our app. I don't know. I guess it is possible to export, But yeah, I just did it for ease of use because at the end of the day, like, the strategy isn't to create an app through vibe coding. I mean, obviously that is part of it, but what you're actually trying to do is you are trying to trial and test and validate, because right now where we have the opportunity, which we've never had before, where you used to have to, hire a team of developers and then go out and hire a UI designer and hire this and hire that. And then you end up having this team who builds an app for like a month or two, and you get to the MVP, and then you launch the MVP, and then you realize, like, hang on a second, people don't even want to use this app. We've got 0 users on our app. Now with AI, what you can do is you can just try and test and see, are people gonna use my app? And so that's all I use vibe coding for. I just use vibe coding to just validate an idea, see if it's worth exploring or not. And then based off of that, I can know whether to engage a developer to further explore scaling the app. And that's literally it. Ore miner, it's at a level, it's kind of in the middle where it's like, it's doing well enough to scale, but also there's not enough people with using the ore supply tool to even validate the app. Like, for example, if you look at the ore supply, Twitter, this is the founder. You can see he gets like, he retweets my shit as well. And I just feel like I'm getting so much exposure from the ore community that I've like maximized my exposure. Like, everyone already knows about my app. Anyone that wants to use it is already using it. So in terms of scalability, it's like not really a question of like, where can I find new users? Because I feel like I've already maximized the amount of users that know about me. And so now what's happening is, like, if there's any new users that come in through Ore Supply, they'll hear about me because they're going to go on the founder's Twitter. They're going to scroll and see what he's talking about. Oh shit, who's Cloudy? Oh, wait a second, what's this? And boom, they've already found it. So I have a really good funnel right now. Doc for Life is saying, agree, Replit is more convenient for you. You're overpricing though, but it's worthy because it's allowing you to build application. Yeah, 100%, man. But I think, yeah, definitely worth exploring outside of Replit. The other thing as well is I have a business partner, my brother, Shubes. The guy I was telling you about, is an agency. He actually wants in on the things that I'm building. And so he sponsors me to build shit. And he offers to pay for fees. So this is just a recent agreement made, but basically Shubes helps out in paying for some of these fees. And I'm able to just build shit for free. And he gets a slice of the pie if it does well. But yeah, I'm looking to switch. Maybe try Gemini. Gemini's free at the moment as well, so. Okay. The Martingale selection keeps all its features. Let's see. It's always about after the losses to recover. Alright, let's see. I don't really like that it says high risk warning. Like, can we change that? Maybe let's just go warning. Change text from high risk warning to just warning. Alright, let's see. Did it skip? Waited for deployment window. Okay, is this okay? Cool. How we going? What up to all the new viewers? Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I live stream pretty much every single day, and we can just shoot the shit, vibe code together. Let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, what time is it for you over there, Doc Life? Yeah, that sounds complex, man. That sounds beyond my paycheck. All right, is this gonna work? What strategy least competitive tiles? Okay, we won that one. So it shouldn't double. Cool. 3 a.m. Holy shit, dude. You're a night owl. Are you working on anything at the moment? Are you building anything? Why are you up so late? Dude, we're on like polar opposites right now. It's around 9 a.m. for me over here. Okay. Okay, I lost this one. So this should come up as a loss. Let's see. Okay, we lost. Now it needs to double. Is that gonna work? What up, Zach? Everyone is vibe coding nowadays? Wow. Yeah, bro. Vibe coding's where it's at. I mean, if you think about it, if you look at the entirety of the world, how many of them are developers that can code? It's a pretty small percentage. So vibe coding unlocks the other 99% of people to build shit. So it makes sense why everyone's doing it. Also, it's free on Gemini right now if you have a student pass or student ID. So yeah, it's more accessible than ever. It's got the potential to make you a shit ton of money. What else do you need? What more do you genuinely need other than that? Okay, it's doubled. We're looking good. Is it going to double again? Now it would be good if we win this and it resets, so we know that it works. Come on. Win this one. The only thing, what's annoying about this is you have to watch it play out, right? Like you have to see if your bug that you've just fixed is actually going to be fixed or not. What up to all the new viewers? How we doing? Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I vibe code pretty much every single day. I live stream my progress. I've already built one successful app. I'm currently doing a challenge right now where I build one app every 12 months. So a startup. What was the challenge called? 12 startups in 12 months. That's what it's called. And basically, I built ore miner for the first month. Generates some good passive income. And yeah, currently also working on another prediction market swiping Tinder style app, but it is waiting on someone to get back to me on email. Yo, we won? Okay, let's see. Reset. Come on. Make it a loss. I want this to be a loss. We won. I don't want to win. Oh yeah, that doesn't look good though. That means it's still doubled. Okay. Looks like the Martingale strategy is still. My brother's calling me, I think. Let me have a look. Yo, what up? How you doing? Yes, probably. Which cafe? Could you send me the addy? I can be there soon. All right, easy. All right, see ya. Bro's casting spells on himself. Lol. My brother wants to meet me for a coffee because he loves me, and it's Christmas time. So I might need to wrap up the stream now, guys. But I'll be back on in a bit. So yeah, peace out. Doc, get some sleep, bro. You're up pretty late, so look after yourself. Get some sleep. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. I live stream every single day. I'll be live streaming on Christmas as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me and giving me company while I code. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.